We're here with Fitz and Cara Robinson, who performed the first day of the festival at Sark, and you're performing again today, the last day. You're the last act on, actually, aren't you?
Yeah, we're the last act today, which doesn't mean much, except except we got time to pack up our gear at the end of the gig, I suppose.
Yeah.
But yeah, looking forward to that. Beautiful weather here, as you can see.
Yeah.
Doesn't get much better.
It's stunning, isn't it?
Oh, it's perfect festival weather. It is really, really beautiful. It should be about 1,100 heads, hopefully bobbing up and down later today, after the rocket cider, the home brew. Yeah. So it should be a good show. Yeah, looking forward to it.
How do you describe your music? Because it's quite a, good mix of old and new and all sorts in there.
I don't know how you describe it. It's sort of new to us as well, because I come from the Australian sort of country folk, and I was heavily into the old time blues, and then I met Cara here, and she was in too.
I was into a lot of actually old soul music and old funk, and also a lot of torch singers, as sort of Nina Simone and Billie Holiday and all those kind of ladies, and then when we came together, we're sort of finding our own sound, and I don't know what we can call it. I got to think of a name.
You need
Australian Celtic blues.
Yeah, it could go under that actually, or even not just blues. It could be, I don't know about roots, but it could be add a bit of folk in there as well. And there's a lot of sort of original writings as well that we're doing as a collaboration, and that's got its own sound in itself, really.
And you work pretty hard at it. I mean, Fitz just has to sit there with a guitar, really, doesn't he? But
Pretty
you're
much.
the one that does the work.
My back is killing me from carrying him. It's just absolutely. It's been sore.
So you drum, whistle, washboard, singing.
Yeah, I'm going to throw in a bit of dancing today.
Oh.
I think I was inspired by the clog dancing of the Cornish dancers yesterday, and it's inspired us to do a wee bit of a dance. So
she's got that Irish
busy feet.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is.
Competition thing,
I was never entered into the competitions, but I just had busy feet, so I did. But what about yours?
I can't dance.
He's actually does the Fitzpatrick shuffle, which is quite.
Is that sitting down shuffle? Or?
No, it's just walking.
It's a special walk. Well, you go off when you're dancing.
Yeah.
So there'll be something on stage today. We'll be doing a bit of a show for you.
As long as it's not an argument.
Well, no, I'm sure you wouldn't argue. I can't imagine that at all.
Yeah.
How did you meet professionally, that is?
You can tell that one because we
were just playing at a festival about 3 years ago, I think it was, in Castlebar Blues Festival, and she was there with her duo, and I was there with my band, and I just saw her and instantly fell in love with her, to be quite honest. But cut the story short, I had a cracker and pulled it off, and here we are.
Well, he asked me for a dance.
Oh.
That was in Castlebar and in Mayo, County Mayo.
This is the long version.
This is all right. I'll just do the dancing bit. But he asked me for a dance and basically swung me round. We danced awkwardly at the beginning, and then we thought, bully to this. And then we danced sort of hillbilly around the room, and he actually cracked the back of my head off a marble pillar, and I blacked out, and I woke up on his shoulders.
Oh, that's romantic. Yeah.
Heading to the airport with her.
Yeah. He's off to show his mummy what he'd found.
Yeah. Souvenir.
And the rest is history.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and ever since that night, yeah.
And you're touring that, so you do, was it 7 months in Australia, 4 Europe?
7.5 months in Australia, and then we come over here for the European summer, and do 4.5 months solid, basically. Everywhere from Scotland, England, France, Belgium up to Germany, and obviously around Ireland a fair bit, because it's Cara's home country, and back to Australia doing the same stuff over there.
Yeah. And you played some big festivals in Australia, haven't you?
The biggest as they get with the blues scene and the folk scene is the Woodford Folk Festival and Byron Bay Blues Festival. I've done them
Those are incredible.
on and off for the last 17, 18 years, and plus all the little ones in between.
Aye.
Yeah.
There's plenty of travelling in Australia, you know, as you know. You would be, you know, doing 9 hours drive to your destination. But the beauty of it is you would end up in playing in you know, some of the apart from the festivals, you'd play in a grocery store and a shed, looking on to a beautiful cornfield and vast hills and mountains.
Oh, right.
And people would come from miles around, you know, to your gigs, and they just the feeling and the whole beginning of it and the end of the night is just incredible, you know.
It's only they're just coming out to see who Hat Fitz is bringing home, basically.
Basically, who he's
You got to
rooting.
check this out, guys.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
But now they know. So
They'll say the same thing.
So when
what are you doing with him? You know?
They do know. When we're over in Ireland the first time, people were coming out to see who I was rooting.
Yeah.
Yes, and now they know.
Now everyone knows they'll just come for the music.
They come for the music now. We're hoping.
Yeah. Well, it's fantastic. I mean, it blew us away, and you've got several dates
Thank
across
you.
Europe, which are all on your website, aren't they? So.
Yes, they're all on the website.
What's the address of that?
www.hatfitscara.net.
Brilliant.
And we are doing. I mean, we're doing the Port Elliot Festival in July. That'll be when we're coming back from France, and that'll be 23rd and 24th of July.
Right.
And we're also doing a couple. We're doing Southampton, and we're doing Chichester, and they're all venues that will be ticket, either ticket deal or a hat.
Yeah.
And
Torquay's the last little one before we head straight back to Australia.
Oh, right back to Australia.
That's right. Yeah. Actually, yes. The Torquay's the last one. That's the 10th and 11th of September.
I just said that.
Yeah.
Is that in September?
That's on the 10th and the 11th of September.
Yeah.
You didn't say
Not
that.
the 11th and 10th.
10th and 11th. Not the 11th and 10th, but
No.
the 10th and 11th.
We've got it now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the album has been out for a little while, is it? Or
18 odd months
yeah.
now.
Yeah.
16 months, something like that, yeah.
It's about time we had a new
Yeah,
one.
we're jumping straight in before Christmas when we get
Yeah.
back to punch out we've got plenty of material for another one.
Yeah, some new stuff that we're debuting at the moment.
Oh, great,
so
yeah.
there's a few songs.
The last album's sort of new over here. It's Beauty and the Beast, and
Yeah.
don't judge a book by its cover is all I can say.
Yes, and only know the beauty is skin deep
Ah.
as well.
And
People
well, I
judge.
guess also with, you know, when you do so much live stuff, you end up with a massive amount of material that you've almost outgrown that album, I guess, haven't you? And then it's those songs change as you play them, and then you need to get another one out there.
Yeah, there's been songs that have come along already that we've done and outplayed them without recording them because it's been 18 months, and when you get something that's you know, get an original thing going, it's like, and then you pump them because you're playing 5-6 nights a week. Over a few months, you're starting to something else comes in to take its place. You know what I mean? You know, your festivals obviously are only 45 minutes to an hour, so you can only punch a dozen songs in. You know,
So you want to put your best, you know,
Yeah.
your best in there.
It's just a matter of time with recording, basically. You know, and we just because you're so busy, we don't have time to sit down and do 4 or 5 days and punch it out, sort of thing.
Yeah, we got like one. It was brilliant. We got one day we had off, and we were at the castle in Narrow Waters, and they have a studio there, Narrow Waters Studio, and it's pretty new. I mean, the castle is like you're talking it's over 400 years old, and a credible place. And that we had a day off, and we basically ran through 3 new songs, and it was really exciting because we hadn't had that time, you know.
I don't know about the word exciting, but it was.
I was really excited. You couldn't contain yourself.
Excellent, playing again on our day off.
That's Fitzpatrick's excited look.
Is that what they call mountain man modesty?
Totally. I've never heard that before.
No, never have I.
That must be what it is.
Yeah.
What
New
you
song for
suffer
you, mate.
from.
New song.
Mountain Man Modesty.
Hey, yeah, there's a song.
I like it.
There's a song in that.
Copyright.
Well, great to talk to you. I look forward to seeing you again and hearing more material recording. Back over here next year, is that the idea? You're going to carry on?
Yeah, that's the plan. Yeah, we're booking in festivals already for next year. And the European circuit seem to like to get them booked in early.
Yeah.
And I think we'll be coming over for a couple of months just this time. And and then back to Australia, and then maybe back again. So maybe over twice.
Oh, fantastic! Yeah, great. We'll look forward to seeing you. Thanks
Yeah.
for talking. That was great.
Ah,
That
thanks
was
for talking to us
pleasure.
too, mate.
Cheers.
Cool.